super bantamweights, Mark Young versus Ryan Tumbleson.
Stepping into the cage from the B2 blue corner. His record is 2-2. His height is 5 foot 5 inches. His weight 135 pounds. He trains with T-Mac out of Henniger, Alabama. His name is Mark Young. And in the right corner, his record is 1-1. His height is 5 foot 10 inches, and he weighs 135 pounds. He fights for Cobra Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and his name is Ryan Tumbleson. Andy Law will be the referee for this fight.
Mark Young, 2-2 is his MMA record. Ryan Tumbleson, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, enters with an amateur MMA record of 1-1. Round number 1, red and black trunks for Young, solid black trunks for Tumbleson. Hard calf kick landed by Tumbleson. Over the top.
God. He gave him a haircut for sure. Tumbleson gave Mark Young a haircut with that head kick.
Now the slip by Young. Tumbleson cannot initiate his ground game. Now he does off of this single leg.
Looking, he's already popped his head out. He was looking to try to get some form of a choke in. Frantic pace early on.
Again, another advanced amateur fight. These guys can ground and pound, no shin pads. Looks more professional.
Tumbleson with that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, feeling very comfortable in this position.
Yeah, he rolled over for that Kimura, but Mark Young did a good job of locking his hands behind Tumbleson back. I say that as he gets swept in the side half guard.
Very tight, heavy ground game for Tumbleson. As he went for the Kimura, he did not at all panic when he was swept off of that Kimura attempt. Now landing big shots and moving in the full mount is Ryan Tumbleson. Head and arm choke possibly now for Tumbleson. Young playing a lot of defense. Tumbleson has to clear the legs and pass.
Mark Young is trying to hang up the phone, and that's a common defense for this head and arm triangle, and he does so and ends up in a very good position.
Really well defended by Mark Young. That's a tough submission from Tumbleson, and defended and escaped indeed by Young. Both fighters back to their feet. Straight right hand, big swing on the counter from Young. Tumbleson now landing knees to the inside. Eric Young keeps loading up that right hand.
Man, this is a scrap. These guys are going at it.
There's the low kick again from Young. Counter kick right back. All action here, round number 1 of this 135-pound AMI bout.
They had a good combination there from Tumbleson.
Counter on the right hand from Young after slipping and ducking the right hand of Tumbleson.
You know, Mark Young seems to have some good crisp boxing, man. We serve him to pummel this underhook and circle off the cage. Separate and have this fight take place at range. Ooh, low blow.
Nope. Andy caught that one.
Recognized immediately and time called by referee Andy Law. Mark Young down in front of her commentary position, has up to 5 minutes now to recover.
Man, you know, with those groin strikes, I don't care what kind of cup you have on, what kind of groin protection you have on, you feel that. May not be
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Law has caught a low blow in this fight. Alabama Commission states that he does have 5 minutes to recover from this blow.
And the way he's wincing in pain, he might take all 5 of those. And even if it didn't hurt, now he's got rest time. Catch your breath, relax, recompose yourself.
Mark Young on the other side is just, we got the replay coming up.
I guess they're going to show us the whole round.
But look at Mark Young over there. He's just in the neutral corner, just all chill, cook back. Just
he looks like he's going to read a book.
Yeah.
Tumbleson now to his feet. Young says he is ready. Time in. Round number 1 resumes. Sporting touch of gloves right back to it. Head kick misses over the top, thrown by Tumbleson.
Man, you know, the thing I noticed every time Tumbleson throws a kick, Mark Young returns with the kick. We'll see if Tumbleson picks up on that as well. It's a good time to counter.
Tumbleson driving Young back with the underhook. Looking for double unders.
It's not a good position for Young to have his face sitting right there, right in the range. I guess I can't need the face as amateurs, right?
Yeah.
Not.
Closing seconds, round number 1.
But as a pro, on the pro side, that's right up, you know, sitting next to the guy that did a soccer face kick to a dude.
Perfectly legal, within the rules.
Folks, if
We're
you
headed
have
to
been
round
to
2.
the Club Tails bar recently and you have a Hyundai and you are missing your keys, please make sure that you step right on up there and reclaim those keys.
StrikeHard 54 tonight from the jam-packed Zamora Shrine Center in Birmingham, Alabama. All a part of the D2 Digital Fighting Series.
I really like what Mark Young's corner is.
Folks, we also want to take this
Mark
time
Young,
to remind
Mark
you
Young's
about
corner on the
tonight's
other
official
side.
after party
You
at
know,
the
they don't
Hickory
seem to be doing a whole
Tavern.
lot. They're just kind of
Hickory
chilling there.
Tavern,
Where over
located
here,
in Brookwood
Cobra and those
Mall.
guys, they seem to be filling a bunch of information in.
Definitely much more communication going on in the red corner.
It's fascinating with corners. Some are nothing more than cheerleaders, some are critics, some are actually coaches.
Some, as we'll see later tonight, are girlfriends.
Ill-advised to have your girlfriend in the corner.
And in my opinion, your father, which you really don't see much in MMA, but you see virtually in every fight in pro boxing. Round number 2. Side kick to open the round by Mark Young. Side kick again.
Don't go to the well too many times. Mark Young, Thomas is going to pick up on that. Counter.
Thompson driving in. Suplex position, difficult to hit from this position. Nicely done on the drag takedown. Andy Law was just admonishing Young for putting his fingers in the cage.
And Tumblison's in a really good position. We call this position a puzzle piece where you have your leg interlaced and you're pushing down on the hip so he can't turn, he can't go belly down or put his back on the mat. Makes him very susceptible to the ground and pound, controlling position. In the worst case scenario, you end up in side control.
Posturing through indeed in the side control now is Tumbleson. Young trying to turn with him.
You know, it looks like we see Tumbleson already going for that head and arm. We're trying to set it up.
He was trying to get that choke locked in, but now as he goes to this position, he kind of takes some of that pressure off.
Gable grip by Ryan Tumbleson, setting up the head and arm choke. Went for it in round 1, couldn't find it, loses it here in round number 2.
And, you know, he kind of did the same thing he did in round 1. You know, he stayed in the mounted position. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's controlling him enough, but he definitely needs to get his body on the same side of his arms to finish that choke, really put the pressure on those arteries.
Young trying to explode out, now trying to turn. Still mounted by Tumbleson. 120 remaining, round number 2.
Tumblison's doing a good job keeping his weight on top of Young and not letting him get him off balance.
Looking for the armbar, going belly down now. Looking for the finish is Tumbleson. That is tight.
He is going to Kimura himself.
Now turning right into the rear naked choke.
I don't know that he's got it completely in there yet, but he's getting close.
Mark Young needs to put that hand on the elbow, push it over.
He just lifted his head and let him get off it.
There's the tap, and there is the win for Ryan Tumbleson.
And you can just see that he's light years ahead in the grappling department than Mark Young. Fabulous scrap between these guys look like Dustin Ortiz and Cody Garbrandt without the tattoos over here, and they fought at quite a pace.
Well, when he had that choke trying to get it locked in. He went to do something with the top of his head, as we're about to see. And when he did that with the top of his head, he raised his chin up for some reason. We'll see it here. He doesn't have the choke completely locked in. And then Young is going to reach to the top of his head in just a second. When he does, he lifts his chin and allows him to sink that in completely. Right there, see that? He goes up, and when he does that, he lifts that chin up.
Tumbleson completely taking out of play Young's right arm, so Young cannot 2-on-1. No chance to defend that choke. That's literally tap or nap for Mark Young. The tap and the win for Ryan Tumbleson.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andy Law has called a stop to this bout at 2 minutes and 14 seconds into the second round. And your winner by rear naked choke, out of the red corner, Ryan Tumbleson!
Well fought from both men. Really impressive with his jiu-jitsu and his submission game for the victory, Ryan Tumbleson. It's StrikeHard 54, a part of B2 Digital Fighting Series.